My right hand man. For how many years now?
2006, that makes it.
That's right. So we can start from there.
Shall I just start introducing the group in particular? So from my point of view, so I'm Gail Leasley, I'm leading the group this week. So I work for Innovate UK Edge. And I have Jens here, who's helping me with the programme too.
What's the name?
This is Jens.
Jens, okay.
And then we have Alice.
Hi, I'm Alice Brook. I work for Innovate UK and I run the Energy Access Programme, which is kind of the brochure you've got in front of you. So we're a £200 million grant funding programme to do energy access projects in Africa and Asia. And when we say energy access, we mean new energy connections or more reliable energy connections. These are all some of the companies that are interested in applying to the next round that launches in January. There's going to be £20 million available. And the best thing is that we can fund both UK companies and companies from anywhere else in the world. So we can fund Ugandan companies to either develop their own IP or help someone else develop theirs. So yeah.
Very good.
And then we have Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy Flynn. I also work on the Energy Catalyst programme at Innovate UK. So I work with Alice on a day-to-day basis, and I've been working with Gail to help coordinate this year as well.
Okay.
And Jonathan.
Good morning, Jonathan Abra. We're all in the front of the brochure, so if you can't get our names, please have a look. I work for Innovate UK. My role on this mission is to represent the companies that couldn't travel. You have 12 companies here who are all excellent in what they do, but there are many, many more back in the UK that want to work in Uganda that didn't qualify for this trip. So I'm making those connections.
Very good.
And then we have Gavin DeCosta from the British High Commission.
Okay.
And then you can start with the companies. So all the people around the table are all the companies that are on the actual programme.
Very good.
Okay, so, yeah.
All welcome.
Would you like a little bit of an introduction from some of the companies in terms of what they do, so it gives you an idea? Yeah? Would you like a bit of an introduction from the companies?
Introduction.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you want to start, please?
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Peter Nyako is my name. I work at Mandulis Energy. We're developing Nyako.
Nyako.
Yes.
It's a very familiar name.
I'm actually a very good friend of Pascal and Maria's. I was there at their engagement.
Oh my God. Maria is my daughter.
So
Okay.
I've also been, so I work in renewable energy in Ngoya district, running 2 mini grids,
Okay.
solar, biomass and hybrid. One of the mini grids was supported by Innovate UK.
Wonderful. Very good. Okay. Tell Maria I say hi.
Take a photo later.
Okay.
Yes.
As Abiola Nabiko, I'm from TYPP Consulting. We develop mini grids integrating solar PV with anaerobic digestion of biomass. We're looking for opportunities in Uganda.
Wonderful. All right.
Hi, my name is Shahid from Innovate. We work in robotics and automation.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Nobia. I'm the founder of Moonlight Energy. We provide portable solar batteries for motorcycles and tricycles, and we're looking to expand our market to Uganda and work with third parties here.
All right. Okay.
Hi, I'm Hayden Wilson-Floyd from Ion Ventures. We're an investor and developer of microgrids on an international scale. We're looking in Africa and Southeast Asia as well.
From the investment part.
Kind of bridge both, to be honest.
Okay.
We're a developer ourselves, but we have capital to deploy.
Wonderful. Okay.
I'm Alex Power from Incent, a technology company developing an optimization and control platform to help scale up mini grid deployments.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Uchenna Egu from Commerce Scientific and Engineering UK. Our area is on biogas, and we specialize on African biomass, grasses, and then agricultural waste. And we use local content like ash to optimize the process instead of depending on expensive, trace to trace and other things that have made bioenergy very expensive. We deal on local content, so which are source our resources from Uganda and make life easier for families.
All right. Very good.
Charles. Yeah, we met before. I'm John Allport from University of Huddersfield. We do research into a whole range of different technologies linked with clean energy, as we discussed previously.
How was Cape Town?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Derek?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Seems a long time ago now, though.
Okay.
Not that long, but
Yeah. And I went to Johannesburg and
okay.
Pretoria. Yeah. Okay.
Hello, I'm Anna, and I'm from Kinetic Hydro. We have developed a small river turbine that can be put into a river that has quite a fast flow and is quite deep, and it generates power 24/7, and it's of human scale and it can be deployed very easily, and the power could go into a mini grid. And we're looking at developing a partnership here in Uganda and getting it into the Nile if we can.
Very good. Okay.
Hi, my name is Amit Roy. My company called NGAS Global Limited. We work on hydrogen energy to make hydrogen from water and also oxygen as a byproduct of that process. I also work on biogas and bio-CNG as well as a vehicle fuel.
Okay. Very good.
Hi, my name is Zaki. I am representing Solar Pack Development Limited. We work on off-grid projects, especially looking into dairy sector.
Okay.
Ilan Adler, I'm also based at UCL, associate professor there, and I have a company called Economets. We work in small-scale biogas farms, produce heat and electricity on site.
And I'm Ali. Hello, both of you. Thank you for seeing us today. I'm with a company called Vienga. We are developing a 5-10 kilowatt eco pilot device that will operate in less than 2 meter head and site wet.
Okay.
So really no installation cost. So
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. There's so much brain power in this room. Okay, that's good.
how the Coriolis effect is pulling. Farther away from the equator, faster the speed. The closer the equator, the slower. Okay? Then March 21st and September 23rd, those 2 dates, call them equinox. You stand right on the equator, those 2 dates have no shadow at midday because the sun's right above. That's on March 21 and September 23rd. So now let's take the same flower south of the equator. We'll see how that's going to change and goes the other way around. Malawi, Zimbabwe, and south of Uganda also has been an anti-clockwise movement. So wow. And there are only 13 countries all over the whole world that are crossed by the zero. 7 countries in Africa. So Africa have Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Gabon, Congo DRC, Congo Brazzaville, Sao Tome. Then out of Africa goes to Indonesia, Colombia, Ecuador, and Brazil. Now let's prove it right on the equator, 0 degrees latitude. What happens? Flower. Yeah, planting and then flower. All right, 0 degrees. This will calm down the water, stabilizes. And in Uganda, it's marked twice. One here in Impigi district and one in the Queen Elizabeth National Park, in Kasese district, west of Uganda. Okay? So now one of the movements. Oh! Okay, we find nothing happens at this structure. There's no rotation. Have you got it? Yeah, thank you. Wow. Okay, what's your name? Yeah, it's all right. Thank you.
Somebody recorded.
Oh, is it Barara? Yes.
That can be sort of archaic. It's not too no, but being photographed, isn't it? It's like live TV. I do look cool. I'll take one of yours.
Anna, presumably if you come and he said, we'll just dredge a little bit, is that okay? Everyone would say yes.
No, it is not, because basically it will fill up. Because it's basically
with you as well. No, but you're not there. Oh. We're there now. We're the future of kinetic
hydropower. It's on video. Let me now take the photograph, okay?
People became so curious about it, so I had a very good discussion afterwards.
Which is basically an hour.
As you can see, we are home of the most amazing brands that we have. When we talk about alcoholic beverages, we have the most amazing brands. And so you are in safe hands for that matter. Welcome once again, and I will request our safety manager to take us through the safety induction. But before that, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Jackie Tahakaniziwa. I don't know whether any of you can pronounce my last name.
We can try.
Tahakaniziwa. Well done. Well done. So he's already been asking me about how many cows he needs. Yeah. But that's a story for another day. I think he may actually remain in Uganda. If we're not careful. Yeah, but so that my name is Jackie, and so I do manage corporate relations at Uganda Breweries. And later on, we're going to introduce our teams here. But I think before he comes in, he actually needs to take us through the safety induction. Sunday, over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon. You're most welcome.
We have done everything to eliminate this by designing, by putting engineering controls, by putting administrative controls. So we look at PPEs as our last line of defense. In any case, all the other controls we have put can be overridden. Your PPE will protect you. We have put signages across. The signages in different colors. The red signages are not prohibiting. The yellow ones are warning you. The green ones are for information purpose, and blue ones are mandatory. Keep watching all those signages where you see them, and let's comply with them and ensure we fully comply with the signages. We have done everything to ensure that emergencies are contained. However, we cannot guarantee that we are 100%. Should there be an emergency, maybe a fire outbreak, we have tanks, maybe a tank explodes, maybe chemical spillage, we use different chemicals in our processes. So that happened, we expect everyone to leave whatever you are doing within the shortest possible time, within 2 minutes. And we come down to our assembly place. The assembly place has been separated with signages. You will line up, for you particularly, you will line up under the visitor's signage so that we can count you with using the list that we already have at the gate, and to ensure that everyone who is on site is accounted for. And we have trained team who will handle the emergencies. We do not expect you to get involved in fighting either fire or getting involved in emergency investigation. We expect you to walk around freely. It is a guided tour. Someone is going to walk you through. We expect you to take feedbacks. We are open to continuously improving our processes. So we would request you to come up with feedbacks how we can improve and continue to count down the number. So that next time we come here, we'll be happy to celebrate 20 years of law lost time accident. Okay, other than that, just for me to say again, you're welcome. It's the safest site. I am confident you will be here safe and leave this place safe. And feel free to come back again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sunday, I would like to invite Eunice. Eunice is our finance director. She will briefly take us through, our biomass plant, why we decided to go green. And so she will give us those details, and then also invite our managing director.
Welcome everybody. Really good to host this huge team here at Uganda Brokerage Limited. I know normally the functions of the British High Commission are normally bigger than this. I've gone to several of them and they're normally very exciting. But it's really nice to have the whole team here today. As far as introduction, my name is Eunice Romero. I'm the Finance Strategy Director at Uganda Brokerage Limited. Welcome to our lovely, beautiful, packed space. I was actually surprised that they let you guys in without wearing your safety equipment, but I'm sure we'll get to that in a minute. But I'm really looking forward to getting the brief from you guys and hearing all about the renewable energy projects that you're getting into. But we are also very proud here at Uganda Breweries for some of the work that we have done on renewable energy and also supporting the local communities in the endeavor in us being able to keep the renewable energy going. We endeavored into a project called Biomass a couple of years ago. It was one of the commitments for Diageo on their 2030 agenda on zero carbon emission agenda. We actually started on the project here at Uganda Breweries about 2 years ago, and it took us about a year and a half, led by John there. It was a huge challenge, trying to set it up and set it up in the correct place, drilling, but we did not give up, and it was also in between COVID, so we had issues with CapEx coming in, there was delays in the sea, but we said we're not going to give up because we know where we are headed to. Through all the hard work and determination, and people just not giving up, we are actually able to commission biomass usage, so you will actually get to see it in use. One of the toughest things about introducing some the mindset change of people. You have to change their mindset because they were so used to always using the heavy fuel oil. They couldn't understand this steam thing and it's not picking up fast enough. Why are we using it? Let's just put it aside and let's use what we normally do. But the team was very determined and they said, you know what? This is for the good cause for us, our children, our children's children, everybody as far as environmental use. So we actually turned off our heavy fuel usage and we are using biomass to produce all the steam that we need 100% in the plant. So you will see that happening. It was not an easy project. As far as funding goes, we put in quite a bit of funding, anywhere from 9 to 10 million pounds. Is actually what we managed to sink into biomass to get it up and running. We're using various sources of energy to keep it going. There's the wood chips, there's the coffee chips, there's the rice husks that we're using to help to be able to produce the energy. Now, some of what we are also doing, just to keep the environment also going, we are also, with our CR agenda, planting millions and millions of trees across Uganda. We have to make sure that also we are replenishing what little we could be using. The majority of what we're using is the coffee husks, the rice husks, things that the farmer will be like, okay, where am I going to put this byproduct? So we're helping the farmers, we're collecting that from them. We currently have a couple of suppliers who have set up with us to supply the energy that we need to keep biomass. Now, we are also taking learnings, as Jackie has mentioned to you. We are part of EABL, which is under Diageo. So in Kenya also, we commissioned the same thing. So in Kenya, we actually have 2 biomasses. Currently, we have one in Nairobi, and we have one in South. So we have the 2, and then we now have this one here in Uganda. I won't talk too much. I wanted actually my work here was to introduce Andrew to come and have a brief chat with you guys, tell you more about Uganda, Pearl of Africa. This is home, so welcome home. And then we will take it from there, and John, our engineer, is going to now take us to the next level. So I take this pleasure to introduce to you Andrew Kilonzo. Andrew Kilonzo is our managing director here at Uganda Breweries. He's new to Uganda, but not new, but he's been here how many months now?
I think my newness has expired. So, my name is Andrew Kilonzo. Welcome to Uganda Breweries. We are at Port Bell. The lake there, that's Port Bell, and that's where we get the name. 76 years old. So, we have been refreshing the brewery for a long time. There is, of course, you're all engineers, so we will have the pleasure of having the technical guys of you. So John will come on board and give you the technical information, which I'm sure you're all eager for. But this project is very, we are very proud of it. Today morning I actually was at a CEO summit. A group of CEOs in Uganda were meeting, and the topic was sustainability. And the SDG goals and the transition from MDG to SDG, and they were very interested in what we're doing, how biomass has landed and how that is going. So there is a lot of interest from the industry, but also from the finances. The banks were all there and very interested in investing in that. So there's a lot of interest in the whole sustainability agenda. We as a business, of course, are very proud for this investment. We have put it into our sustainability report, which we just launched Monday this week. It's a report that covers East Africa and is supplemental to our annual report. So it is something that we will continue to track. And of course, we are required to follow the protocols, the GRI standards in our reporting. And we are also putting in place the technical expertise to be able to cross-verify all the information that we call out and put in there. So that, I think, is where we are we're still building capacity and capability around the measurements so that when we're doing a reporting, we can hang our hat on that. So this is, I think, a journey of learning for us. Our neighbors have discovered new boilers, come with new sounds. So we have had to have a lot of interaction with our neighbors. When the steam lets off pressure, I can tell you we get calls. Everybody's asking, should we be evacuating or not? So we're getting used to the new kit and the new way of engaging with that facility. Also the raw materials, we're also learning how to manage biomass, it's waste products, so it's not packaged, it's not as convenient as we're pumping in and out. But we're committed and we're on the journey. Also, we have a Coca-Cola came here to look at our biomass as well. I know there's a milk factory down the road who have invited us to see theirs and we want to share best practice. So, we're getting there. Lafarge are using biomass. So I want to go there and see how they're doing because they say they have stockpiled, this is a cement factory, they have stockpiled fuel sufficient for 6 months. So there's a lot of interest in the country around sustainable fuel. As a business, of course,
thank you. Can you all hear me? So yeah, there are not many nicer places to come to work with Lake Victoria in the background. And just as a point of interest, following on from what you were saying, there's a ship there that takes railway carriages and they load the trains onto the ships for other destinations around Lake Victoria. So my name is John MacDonald. I come from the West Highlands of Scotland. I work for a company called Designer Group. I worked on this project since the early design stages in 2019. We have an American boiler from a company called Hearst. There's a lot of biomass, as you can understand, in the States. We have Beth, R&R Beth, flue gas treatment. The project started in design in 2019. We did some site facilitations, getting the site ready before COVID. We had a break for COVID, but we really started here in June of 2021, so about a year and a half for the build. But we got first steam in beginning of September. After 21 days we had takeover, and we're now going for handover. So
smells good.
Okay. There are a few things about biomass that are striking. But as you were saying, beside the old HFO boilers, there's two 8 to 10 ton boilers there. Typical shell and tube boilers. Yeah. The boiler house is through there, and you will see the huge size of the boilers. So, number one, the size of storage you need for fuel is large. You're burning. So just the same as a kilogram of heavy fuel oil has got a lot of energy, you need a small combustion chamber to burn it. To get the same energy out of this, you have to put it in a much larger container. And it's not like a boiler like that, it's a furnace. So there is a furnace here. It's a large square section. It'll help when you go in. The furnace is a large square section. You see the fuel going into it. And the type of boiler that's on this is, on the top of the furnace, it's got a water tube section. So the roof of the furnace is made up of lots of tubes together, like a water tube boiler or a high pressure boiler. That takes all the radiant heat out of the biomass. Sorry, I'm going to come to your question. So that takes the radiant heat out, but that roof of the boiler, which you see in there is blue, is also connected to a fire tube situation. We take this from the processor's computer, is that byproduct currently goes to landfill, although there are a lot more uses being found for it. Some good ones, such as in recyclable packaging. So this is the gas. Yes, we can burn wood chips here, coffee husks. We can burn rice husks, but because of the nature of what's available, it was decided that here we would focus on bagasse and
you come with new friends and new faces. And that shows the relationship you people have. Thank you so much. You're welcome here.
Thank you so much. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Elizabeth. Yeah, you're most welcome. This is Pamin Olango. This is in Noya District.
Pamin Olango District.
This is our very first location where we have been providing electricity to power agriculture for the community. And we brought you here so you could feel at home and have lunch, and then we go to the Innovate UK project site in the next location. And also, when I saw the list of people coming, I thought some may like this area because there's a 3-kilometer waterfront here on the river for those who might be interested in seeing how rivers move out here. So right now, you all put on your flashy outfits. And then we shall dance our way to the dance of fire. You get to at least see one piece of electricity generated, see the facility, and then we'll have lunch and we'll hop over next place.
I'll just very quickly welcome you. My name is Elizabeth. Nyeko, and I was one of the co-founders of Mandulis I wear a couple of hats. My second hat is, of course, as the CEO and founder of Modularity Grid, and I have a background at Imperial College, so we collaborated with Imperial, Mondulis, Modularity Grid, at the next site that we'll be seeing.
And it was going to be difficult to build a microgrid if homes are 1 kilometer apart. So we decided instead to focus on agricultural processing. That gas goes through the filters and so what you can see is, the rice husks is carbonized to biochar. And this is our residue after generating electricity. At the very beginning, we used to turn this into briquettes. And we also supplied some of the cement plant to use instead of coal. But what we realized is, it's even more valuable as a soil enhancer. So now we use it as a soil enhancer instead. And this makes a massive difference, enabling us to generate that electricity at a very low cost, because this is our subsidy right here. So that's what made this possible. And what we added in the next location was the fact that by adding batteries and solar,
finance your system and basically get this sorted out. I think this is a no-brainer. We have got so much of coal and the sun is abundant, and you are using diesel jet. It doesn't make any sense. So much. It's a big conversation. So much. I think yeah, mine
We've got the 1, 2, 3 diesel engines out there. That one's firing the rice mill, this one's firing the hammer mill, and some hammer. And that one's firing
the hull for the maize. So most of the rice husk siapa that comes out of that machine when people bring conveyors along, but to run everything off electricity would either add an additional probably 120 kilowatts. So it's all electric. So
Anh các môn nó thực tế là nó được ngồi chéo và được điều nó có biêu để cái nào nó có được tùy nên nó có cả không.
Together with our egg process. Yes, Mando.
Oh, yeah. And it's got a lot of cool people working on it, led by Innovate Grid. We had Imperial College, we had Brill Power, we had Delft and Mandulis. So we took the gasification we knew a lot about, brought in solar. Brill made a brand new battery. Yeah, and then Imperial and Delft worked on lots of interesting charging systems. So you'll get a good brief of everything. Raymond will show you around. All around.
Then for the generation technologies, we have solar. We have 4.4 kilowatts on the ground and 18.3 kilowatts on the roof. So total solar capacity is 23.7 kilowatts generation, and of course a 32 kilowatt biomass gasification plant. So the two technologies work together. We have to control where everything is supplied. Vehicles and charging station, charging ports for them. That's where they plug in. You can change the village, download whatever you want. Very accurate. Okay. 5 kilowatt hours. This is the total battery storage on. Exactly. On the site. So the biomass gasification plant together with the solar is combined through these inverters and it goes to the grid. So the inverters are smart inverters and they do the selection as and when they see fit. So if the biomass gasification plant is on, they will prioritize it to the grid. The charging station where we charge those batteries, and the grid power battery, which is also charged by a bunch of panels. Retail shops, we have 4 saloons, we have got 3 drug shops, we have 2 schools, we have 2 bars. Yes, and then we have 2 peanut butter machines connected, operated peanut butter machines. Yeah, and yeah, so that's what we have over here.
Peter mentioned no charge, but was it difficult to convince everyone to kind of join the grid?
Right now, it's not difficult at all. Everyone wants to pay free.
Does anyone get plans for
Yeah.
So you've got that built, you've got that system built?
Yes, testing means they get a token which they enter into their meters at home and get the.
Have you already started installing the meters?
It's all installed. With the Ankalo, we have about 14 years. Yeah.
Mr. From the beginning, like, down the line, obviously, what's the picture of it? How long does it take you? 20 years before it starts?
You see, I took a picture with a future person as well. Are you going to choose me? Isn't there good luck to Johnson Jr.? It looks like Billy, right? It looks like Billy. That's right, never noticed. It looks like Jonathan.
People keep saying that.
I don't believe it. There's wire, right? There's wire. Oh. The user research, they're like maybe lower, like how much lower? They're like make it 26. Or 26 okay? It's at least anyone's saying, but if that's what they want, then Era say you get 20, Era say whatever, you give us 21. Start charging for the second.
All right, everyone. Can you hear me? Awesome. So, we have the main generation side on the biomass side here. Same gasifier as the one we saw earlier. All 32 kilowatts. But inside here there's something interesting, which is our main anchor load. This is a biomass briquetting machine, which turns the rice husk directly into briquettes. So this is the most fun part of where we are here. Kilowatts and does the job. Now this is what gives us the most impact, because we also make these gasifier cook stoves right here, and you can see it doing its job. So with these briquettes and these gasifier cook stoves, we've been able to reach 7,700 customers in the last year. And while very few people get electricity, more people get the briquettes and the stoves. This is where we're most really excited about kind of how it all comes together. The good thing about the gasifier cook stove is, once you're done cooking with the briquette, it turns into char. So after you've cooked with the briquette in there, you get the biochar. And that, as we talked about earlier, is a great fertilizer, or, as my dear grandmother said, you can use it to cook again. And this means, instead of these being ashes after cooking, this actually makes fire a second time. And grandma always told us, Buro Nyalomat, which means the ashes gave birth to fire again, because you can cook with this a second time if you want. And this stove was designed by Howard right here. Yeah, Howard will most likely be the first PhD from our team. He's just started his PhD in South Africa. Yeah. Oh my, like people use about 1 kilogram. Yeah.
But of charcoal, of our briquettes, they use 1 kilogram per day to cook, but of charcoal, they would need 2.
And so we sell them at below the price of charcoal and firewood, but they're able to sell these onto the cement plants for $100 a pound each. No, to the cement plant. Yeah, but we make that connection obviously through repower, or they can use it as fertilizer, or cook again with it. It's their choice basically. But the whole idea is, this allows people to, like, that's for me, that's the most important thing ever. And as you cook, we hope it makes clean cooking a lot less stressful than, and with enough balancing between the value of the briquette, you could even get to a point where you can compete against free firewood, because we're working on carbon credits right now, and we're about to launch the ability to have the community earn from carbon credits as they cook. So that would enable them to potentially, earn as much from their residues and carbon credits as they had spent on the briquette itself, therefore making cooking free, which probably makes cooking a human right, which is probably not bad.
Peter?
Yes.
Sorry. Without wishing to cause any discomfort to Howard, who's standing right there.
Yeah.
How does the stove perform compared to previous traditional methods, and would the lady there care to comment? How does she like her stove that she has?
So, guys who've been doing all the cooking, you'll answer him better. Yes.
So, I'm sorry, I should have spoken up. How does the stove perform compared to traditional stoves and cooking methods? And I don't know if the lady here sat by the stove can comment on her experience.
Yeah, why don't we ask? Is Mike or someone who can translate?
She's here. The translator is right
there.
Ansala.
Oh yes, he's here.
Okay.
Can you ask the question?
How do they normally cook?
One, typically cook.
Sigri ene ka wo por ki tana por ngo ma dit ma wono ti kere. Now the previous stove they used to use, they had a lot of smokes. Fasting. They are going to stop a lot from any disease that may get them through the smokes. The first advantage for this. Even if it is preserved for a long period of time. Even if you see right now it's cold, but it can still boil some. It takes long when it's eaten. It has also assisted them not to go far in the forest to look for firewood.
And the cooking performance is
no, that it depends on how you put the what. When you put much, it drop it up. The cooking process also very fast. Secondly, when you want it to go slow, you also put a small one there. Then, but however, the speed is quite much better compared to the rest they've been using. So, as Peter was telling the buyer, they say they always use it as a fertilizer in their farms. This was specifying. Yeah, that is there. The one you have seen.
That's for the barbecue?
Yep.
Yeah, it can be used for the barbecue.
So that's also works here. Yeah. So they see like this thing is going to support them. Most of these disadvantaged people who are not healthy enough, even if there's no smoke and it's easy to use, very fast, so it's reliable.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
You can have your PhD now.
So, what do I want to By the way, they are thanking you so much for also, for making them these stops. They're happy for that.
And can you also share with her that we're very excited to have her feedback as we make improvements to the stove as well.
They are requesting that it should be distributed to very many households because it's still small, meaning there is supposed to be expansion in the capacity manufacturing this. Then in particular bring so many things here. Now they're from electricity, they reach the stove now, they're going up to eating now, the real thing, the cooking and other thing now, they're going for it. So,
hurry up and scale now.
Tell Chama Romano, tell Chama Romano, Pino, Yanyo. Just in an hour, both when you're cooking, one is not beans.
Boiling 1 hour to boil 1
No. But the new permitted, I cannot see any around 3 minutes. No, but it's not put. No, it's down. Not much. So, can I go and that they're using it. She has just brought it here for demonstration. She's taking back because she's using it at her home. It's not commandoles.
this guy is everywhere because it's
Yeah, so it's kind of like this is like a classic extruder. And this is also made in-house. Yeah, so it was Raymond and Howard that got some old car parts and we just put this together. Classic. Yeah.
So, would it be possible for you to take samples of
Please do! Please do! Yes, yeah, they're all around there.
I mean, these two pieces here are blue.
Yeah.
Package them up
You think it's a nice looking one? And we have so much weight. Well, it's kind of the hard one to get there. And
we can do some analysis to figure out what the export and put the figures when like
Yeah, sure. Let me do that.
Is it even a thing? Yes, I'm not going to put my hand in there. Was that not hot when I picked it up?
she got asbestos
I do this daily.
If I did that, I'd be crying.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. Thank you.
Going for some outfall or something, and then they will go.
you have a figure or two.
What's that?
You each have a figure or two.
I mean, it is called hydrocarbon, right?
I need carbs. Draining off. Take some biscuit, man.
I'm fine, thank you.
You sure?
Yes.
It's the last one.
You're hungrier than me.
Yeah, you're true. A little bit of car goes on. Let me see if I can get so let me see if I can get this.
But the engine was also technically said 200. Everyone is here. Yeah, so members, this is the small house. So underground, what I showed you pictures. And this floor is what we call the machine floor. Basically the turbine, the mechanical equipment. turbine is manufactured Alstom, which is now Chile. So Chile is down here. It will all be operated from the control room. There's so much rain. It's out of there. That's where the control is. The CCTV broadcast startup. Oh yes, right now. So right now, our site some different levels. Then get out through the main transformer cover or distributed. What are they actually finishing off with the whole row? So number one's ready.
Yeah, number two is ready.
And number three is ready.
Control is number two that's ready. Control. 3 and 1 are being worked on.
That was damaged and it was leaked. Yeah, so they are opened again to replace the maintenance seal and then put back the oil, put back the bearings, realign them, and then we continue with the process of dry commissioning. This is the fourth unit like in the series of completion. Unit number 2, number 1, number 3, so this will be the fourth to be commissioned. Our turbine runs at 182, sorry, 186.86 the size of the turbine is the first turbine, which is 5 meters in diameter, 5 meters diameter. That run through the cable shaft. The cable shaft is bring the spare, you run the unit, you take your pen, fix down, fix in place.
Because that's good for them. For you, you start. Last time, Go Ali. I hope you win. Brazil. Croatia. Croatia. It's Croatia. You can actually mistake that for a really interesting billiard ball. I like that. A snooker game.
The west. The west? So basically, what the combined harvest that
Yeah. Yeah.
On the farm, we just and approximately how many
you know, I'll be happy for someone to have that routine. That's one good thing. I think for it to succeed, I need someone like yourself to hold my hand. There's no jumping the gun. It's the way it works. At least until I get my cows, even you give me the cows as well.
Peter, add me in the list, please.
I see.
So these trees are called teak.
Yeah, I grow some.
They're
I have some
really
plantation
good,
of this.
really good. There were lots of them in Burma, and they're planted many years ago for, you know, all the what were they called? You know, the big ships that move tea around.
Slippers.
Yeah. So
For shipbuilding.
those ones were basically made of teak. But nowadays it's.
And all the people in the area planted
You need to get in touch with your in-laws because the biggest market for people.
You want to do something with in association with quality and
Yes, I saw plantation of it on this roadside. But it's not very for like.
pass it around.
Just
you know what?
a few acre here.
You say we're all suffering in our own special way. We're all suffering in our own special way, right?
So you're most welcome to Silly Agriculture. One of the things that we do is that when the combine harvester is harvesting, it basically cuts and then spreads the waste in the garden, and so that becomes mulch for the next season. And I think we're spending more time here because on this specific topic because I think we feel we are subject matter experts in agriculture, but we also recognize that you are
at the village level, where we really want to dive in to really support the SSPs, the small scale producers, we see we are really challenged. And since we can take this approach, we can take this endeavor to ensure to have a solar powered VTE as a one-stop center for the farmers, really to make work easy for these VTEs. Because currently, I will just give you an example. Today, our VTE is digital, and charging this phone would take 60 VTE radius of 5 kilometers.
5 kilometers.
Yeah.
So that he covers in a day, and you want him to have 100% or a battery enough to actually do that.
That's right.
Capacity of it and to ensure that it does the work in that time.
Yeah, we actually purchased power banks for our VTAs, but I mean, if he has no power to charge his power bank,
Yes,
then
that's
it's
true.
still
That's true. So there's a source where you have like a swap station where you actually charge them, and then you provide them basically for the day, and then they use it.
So our thinking is if we had, because currently what we have centers where the VTEs are located, and so we're thinking if that center is turned into one that is like a solar power center,
Energy hub.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it supports not only him but also supports the farmers.
Onboarding farmers onto the project, monitoring and management, as well as the final bit of issuance of the results after selling off the carbon credits. It could be through inputs or through cash. And apparently our land management practices are being transferred by our digital tool that pushes the information to Soko Asili, which is our digital marketplace or platform. We'll have the data aggregated.
You ready? All done.
Thank you. Okay, one more.
Your watch is on, by the way.
Yeah.
So they won the best US project in the world in 2019.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for arranging for this. So the Prince brothers are good friends.
Also give accessibility to especially the young people that don't have access to work, but they need the machinery. Yeah, and then it comes with the
Okay. That's fair.
In terms of
We've heard it since. It's big on there. It's
Wow.
going all the way into the papers.
Wow.
Now, this is Uganda's first all-natural mosquito repellent. What we've done, we've been in the papers too.
Wow.
You take card as well?
$5,000? Is it worth it? I mean, I don't know about the insulation, which is quite important.
The idea for me is more than just the one-time payment. So
You painted the picture.
How much did you buy that?
£10 seulement. Because I'm worth it.
Like, do you use heat? Like, how do you make these things? Electricity? Okay. Yeah. Alright.
So even if you want, so this is stainless steel, but if you want to pure gold,
I'm just
Got a picture of that.
They actually have business cards. I think
This is the card.
That's on the YouTube store where all your glitzy.
it's not by a force, but you can have a look.
Do you want to get a few cards? I'll be there.
I'll give this where it's like a Santa thingamajiggy,
Yeah.
where you have like a limit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Stocking
Santa.
filler.
Yeah, because they're like £25 limit.
Shower with gifts. Yeah, she's that. Did you get some good stuff? No. It's like, wow. Really? Yeah. Because it was just lovely things. Oh, yeah, lots of stuff. Like lots of stuff.
Youth and women, so we ensure that as we support the startups, they're creating more jobs for the youth, but also for women. Then that office is HASCAT, which is currently running a program called Partner Innovation Fund for Youth Climate Initiative, and it's focusing on financing agri-solar entrepreneurs. Then these are offices as well. We have co-working space like you've seen. People usually come in and then use the space. So let's now move to this side.
Getting somebody to do the risk analysis and then they will be supported. The innovator will be supported.
Yes, so we do a needs assessment once entrepreneurs under the setup.
In there.
Yeah.
1.5 years ago.
Yeah, too much of just in there.
1.5 years?
Yeah.
Was that the app as well?
The Omoleso side, the motive creative sector as well, all of that started in there. And then through that structured programming, community building, so this is how it actually scales up. So that's just one of those examples we're super proud of, and we'll tell you about another one called Collaborator.
So do you charge rent for the services, for the space, and for the facilities?
Depends on the kind of model, and we're going to unpack that in a bit more detail. So what I wanted is for Susan to kind of walk us through the general model, then we're going to dig deep later when we have our time together in the afternoon. Yeah.
We usually reach out to schools and to send their children, but we also have holiday programs where these children come and they're skilled and explore all these different engineering principles and IT as well.
Do you have space, workshop space, to make things, test things?
Yeah, we do. I think, let me just check if they have a minute, but we have things like 3D printers.
Around 10 to 5 at East African time, of course. And so they come in for around 3 hours max, because we want to make sure they get the content and they're not overloaded with this information. Yeah, so for now, we have a model where the parent comes in and they pay for this. But recently we had another model which will go to schools, but with sponsorship or partnership with some other companies or organizations that share the same mission that we have. So yeah, because it's a bit pricey. It's affordable, it's a bit pricey, for certain activities. So since they cannot afford to come here physically, also, we can work around it to them out. Yeah, that's the same.
And the red code connections and everything was done by you, or what about the programming of the controller? So it's Atlas controller. It's a Atlas. Which controller? Controller. Which
they're both.
Startups that have been homegrown and are ready to scale, so they usually use this office space and co-create ideas there as well. On the very end is the event room, and I don't think we can walk through right now.
Say cheese.
Cheese. Move a bit lower so you don't cut off everyone.
I got
case, also can we hear me okay? Yeah. Pleasure. My name is Anthony. I lead the Future Lab Studio at the Innovation Village. We're going to have a chance to dig a little deeper into what that is and what that does, and how the rest of this contest kind of fits together. I'm really excited that in the morning we had a chance to see Motive, because that's another important piece of what we do. Ultimately, where Motive came from is, as we went around the country,
and Southeast Asia, and by bringing people from the businesses here today to a country to kind of learn about the ecosystem and hopefully meet people that they can work with on a grant-funded program in the future.
The camera is, where's the camera? Let's join.